Hi students, in this week's module we're going to be learning about how we can integrate art with science. There are so many ways. Just do an internet search of art projects and science integrations, elementary school. All kinds of wonderful projects will come up. But today I'm going to show you a little bit about printmaking, which is another unique art form you can use in the elementary ed classroom that you might not often think of. You can order these more formal types of printmaking tiles. They're heavy rubber, linoleum, but you have to use gouging tools that gouge grooves out. It's not a good idea with elementary schools students to do that. Just forget that. Don't do that because there's too many wonderful options you can do. One thing that you can do is you can use foil and tempera paint. And I'm going to do that right now. So this is called a monoprint, meaning that you only get one pull of your paper. And we are going to take a look at an artist named MC Escher, who was known for painting reptiles and amphibians. And so in the module this week, you're going to be learning something about him. But what you do with this is you paint your lizard with tempera paint. You have to be a little bit goopy because tempera paint dries really fast. So to do a lizard, it's just a small oval for the head, a larger oval for the body. We're going to save the tail. Oh no, on this one we will do the tail. And then do your tail however you want it to be. They can have some fun with their tails and get very creative with them if they want, with little spikes, that sort of thing. If they want, they can put some scales down the middle of the lizard's back, however they want to do it. An eye and an eye out of some blue. Here's my lizard. Now, I'm going to drop my paper down onto the lizard, and you're going to burnish it or rub it. You use one hand to hold the paper nice and still, and then you pull, and you have your lizard. So that's one way with aluminum foil, paper, and tempera paint. Now I want to show you another way, which is using a pencil and a plate that's styrofoam. Now you could cut the bottom out of styrofoam plates you buy at Walmart or meat trays that are styrofoam, but you can also order this product, these sheets of very thin styrofoam from different art supply catalogs like Saks or NASCO or Blix or School Specialty. And you have children use sort of a blunt pencil, not with a very sharp point, and they literally press down into the styrofoam pretty hard. They don't want to press so hard that they go through it, but they want to press hard enough that they get a groove. Same thing, get that tail on there. I'm going to do a little forked tongue. I'm going to do my legs. I'm going to do some scales on the back, a couple of eyes. They can also do a border if they want. Have some fun with it. I'm going to do some stripes on the tail, and here is my lizard. Now you're going to use something called a brayer, and you're going to roll out printer's ink. It comes in jars or tubes like this at art supply stores. It's a pretty common art product. And I just put it out with use a popsicle type stick and roll it out on a paper plate. And you've got to get the ink going all the way around the brayer so that it will distribute evenly on your lizard. And then you literally roll this out onto your lizard. You don't want to press down too hard because you don't want it to go in the grooves, but yet you do want it to cover it. And printer's ink doesn't dry fast. That's why printers use it. Drop your paper down on it, hold it in place, burnish it with your hand. Check and see if, yeah, and then pull it. And you have your lizard. All right. Now I want to show you one more way to make a lizard. This way involves maybe a vinyl placemat that you get at a discount store like Walmart or somewhere. I had these acrylic sheets cut at Home Depot for me probably 20 years ago, and I use them for all kinds of projects with students. So for this project, you're going to take your Brayer's ink again, and you're going to roll it on to the glass. It's not glass, it's acrylic. But I'm going to use a couple different colors now. I don't want my students to mix the colors. I want to keep the pink plank pink and the turquoise plank turquoise. So I tell them just to roll beside the other color, but not over it. They also don't have to cover the whole sheet. It's just a waste because the paper's not going to cover the whole sheet. So in this exercise in printmaking, you need some paper towel and a pencil. And what you're going to do is draw your lizard on the acrylic, but you've got to wipe that eraser off every so often. And because you want to make sure there's no ink in it so that you can when you lower your paper, you have a nice lizard design. This is a project where you can get a little more adventurous with your scales on the lizard. Eyes, maybe a little forked tongue here. It's off catching a fly. We're going to do our legs on our lizard. All right, so I have the lizard drawn. You can see it here. We're going to drop our paper down on it.